Okay, what I have here is a extension cord that we need to replace these ends on it. What I did is, this is an extension cord. This is not mine. This came from one of the neighbors. They was throwing it away, and I asked him for it. Now, I do look around for these cords and go ahead and fix them because the plug-ins are a lot cheaper than it is the whole cord, because the cost of copper has increased. So it makes the extension cords a lot more expensive this year. So I got this one off of him. I stretched it out pretty decent here and checked it. I don't see any nicks. That's the first thing I do, make sure there's no little marks inside of it where it's got down into where the copper wire is. It's a little twisted. It has a little bit of a twist on it right in here, but it's not really bad. So it looks like it's going to be pretty decent for a few years. Of course, I kind of roll mine all up pretty decent. And then I'll end up just taking something and clean it up just a little bit, make it a little better. But I've probably done maybe 10 of these cords so far. I have extension cords pretty much everywhere that people just throw away, and that's some really long ones too. Can save a lot of money doing that. But I was going to use this plug-in here, and then I thought, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and use this one here, because this one seems pretty heavy also. It just the clamping's a little bit different on the bottom. So well, I don't know, I do like this one. Clamping a little bit tighter for this one. Oh, we'll go ahead and use this one here. Okay, what I need to do is just go ahead and just cut these ends right off of here. That's it. Okay. That doesn't matter, just because that one has a male and this has a female on it. It doesn't. That don't matter. It's extension cord. And just make sure you get a good set of pliers here. And then, of course, excuse me, a utility knife. You're going to have to cut these. You don't want to cut yourself. I'll have to cut it more than that, I think. I'll cut it back a little bit further and then trim it up. See, that's it's a really good strong cord, that's for sure. Let me see what the inside of this outlet looks, or plug-in looks like. Oh, lots of screw came out of this one. Put this up here. Okay, get this open. Okay, the way this is set up is just all you do with this and just loosen it. Loosen each one of the screws, and then tuck them in there, and then tighten them back up. See, they have a small little clamp, where you clamp your wire, and like this. Of course, we'll have to open this up a little bit, maybe a little bit more. Not too much, I don't want it to come apart. Put more wires in here. Might be this way. Now, the thing about these cords is when you put these in here, I'll have to cut these back a good ways. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't have a lot of room inside the plug. So if you don't cut those off, pretty short, then when you pull this up like this, your wire's going to still be shown. So you want it about right here somewhere. So I need to cut that off probably. Well, probably about half of that's going to have to come off of there, at least. So it makes it a little tighter to kind of mess with those little wires. I mean, being real short up against here. So just make sure you got this stuck on here first, like that. And then I'll take a knife and go ahead and, now I do have a tool somewhere for this that you can just, it clamps, but if you're just kind of doing it, you know, just be real careful with the knife. And I just kind of squeeze it around it and then just pull it gently. You don't want to pull it too hard. You want to make sure you cut it, because if you don't cut that, you're going to pull all your wire apart. See, here's one done. And then give it a good twist. Okay, and then we're going to do this next one. Now this green is the ground wire. The green is. You want to do the same thing. And then you want to twist that green. Now I'm twisting it to make it more solid. That's the reason why you twist it. That way all the little wires kind of stay together. Okay, we got the black, and that will be your hot wire. So get that black one out of there. Okay, let me twist this black one. Okay, so we got our hot, we got our neutral, and then we have the green as the ground. Okay. Just put them in here like this. Tighten them up a little bit more, see what I mean? This wire's got to come up a little bit more. Okay, we don't want too much of that wire showing, so make sure they're short. Over here, if I get it tight enough, boy. Try to open it up a little bit more. I need this ground on this back side here. Being stubborn with me. Hold it in there. Okay, and then we got the ground wire to do yet. Put it in here. It's being stubborn. It's really okay. Like I said, it's just so, you know, it's so close, it makes it, you know, rough to get your fingers in there to do that. And then, of course, I'm trying to hold it where you can see what I'm doing, but what it is, my cord should have been the other way. Come on, open up. What it is, that one doesn't want to open up. Okay, took a bit, but I got it in there. Sitting there fighting with me. And then make sure we tighten these up pretty tight now. Okay, because we don't want them coming loose. Make sure we tighten them all up really tight. And of course we're going to pull this back up here. And then I have, it should set down in there on a little, kind of a little slot. I mean, I'm sure it goes in one way. Okay, so we got to look and see. There's a little indentation, or what you want to call it, like a little knob right here. So I'm for sure it goes this, because on the inside there's another place on the inside where it kind of catches too. So it's I mean, you don't want to just take it and shove it down on here, because there's like a little spacer kind of a thing right here, and then like I said, on the inside there's also a little spacer where it kind of slides together. You know, because you know you'll ruin it the other way. So let me see if I can line them up here. There's 1, 8. There it is. Okay, well that's it. It's in there. And then put in my screws. Get turn a little bit there. You know, because if you you know, if you put one of these on, you know, you don't want to just you want to make sure it goes in it right. Look, this right little slots. You know what I mean? That's actually made for it, because you know, you'll just tear it all up, and then you end up losing your outlet or your plug, and then you end up having to buy another one. So just take your time and look inside of them and see, you know, if they do have that little groove, which I haven't found any that hasn't have, you know, some way to do that. You know what I mean? And make sure everything's tightened down real good, and then you're going to have a really good cord if you do something like this. You know, I mean, just the money you can save off of them. And like I said, I think those outlets or those plugs were somewhere around, oh, maybe $3 a piece or something like that. So I mean, a few years ago you could have bought a extension cord for, say, $10 or something. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just crazy, the prices on them. So okay, there's a plug-in I put on this one, on this end. If you just take your time, you can get them put in there. This one's not too bad. Like I said, it's just not a real high price plug-in, but you know, I'm always checking the cords and everything. So if you run into something like this and you decide to do it, I mean, that's a good way to save a few bucks, and also get you a good extension cord. And so just take your time and do it. So if you got any comments, just leave them down below, and thanks for watching.